So today is February 9th. It's a Monday. I'm going to eventually do a recap of last week to show you how many things were said and done and acted out. How they use statements of manipulation to falsify approval. And it's been about the neighborhood lately. Like they're back on the neighborhood now. I told you that was the case until I started using facilities, and they would kind of talk about the people at facilities. When I stopped going to any facility that I was going to around August, September of 2019, they began to talk about Suma City Hospital and APD. They were calling every little brown building that I went to the hospital, and they were prepping for an attack. Like they were making suggestions that that sort of attack would be okay. They were manipulating reality. None of this, so when they ran out of that, they started talking about my family. So around November, December, suddenly they were the topic. And you see this stuff play out in Divine Disclosure. Like all of a sudden, all of a sudden they're talking about such and such today. All of a sudden, it's about my family today. Right now they're talking about they're going to do this with Suma City Hospital. And but anyhow, today, February 9th, like I said, they're still making it about the neighborhood. On my way out, they were doing the thing where they control the crowd. So as I'm walking and they're using their robots to impose odd stares. They were talking about, we're trying to get you to realize that no one sees the world the way that you do. It's never about how anyone sees it but me. And they know that. But them saying something like that lets me know that they've put a lot of people under the wrong suggestion. They put a lot of people under the wrong suggestion, and they don't have any way of getting the truth. Oh, but something you might be asking yourself about this wrong impression. Because for about 4 days, I haven't had any sleep because they weren't able to manipulate reality. They weren't able to sabotage me. They weren't able to sabotage me. So, the attack that they made this morning over Walmart is how they got a particular group, a certain group, to believe them. And you know how that goes. I told you one agent is responsible for the perception of many. Not just a complete area, multiple areas. So, when a lie is pulled off, they're like, okay, so they program people to perceive things this way. They program them to perceive things this way, to think this way about what they see when they come in contact with it. Oh my goodness, there's rock. I'm headed to the Family Dollar on South Main to get Rip-It and baking soda. They have them under a particular suggestion. So imagine this. This isn't the case, but I'm just saying this has been the case for me. I've experienced this on numerous occasions. Establishing a rapport, having a rapport with someone knows who you are and how you do things, and then just suddenly the next time you see them, they're looking at you like you aren't who you say you are. One of their big things is they have a problem. The reason why they're attacking me so heavily is they're using identities of people who have done so much shameful stuff in their time that they can't make eye contact with people. And those that know them will tell you that much. That's like at its lowest stage. So part of them attacking me is giving them falsifying the type of DNA that they're stealing, and they all want confidence. So people in the neighborhood are walking in a new way. They're talking in a new way. They're carrying themselves in a new way. And these are all low lives, like people that are morally unacceptable. I'm gonna go house to house eventually, but like I said, right now I'm just gonna continue to tell you what's being said along the way. I gotta stop talking though for that to be done. They were talking the whole time. As soon as I start talking, they start listening. Right now they're discussing my offspring again, you know, and how powerful they will be. Earlier they were discussing them too, and they were talking about that I never allowed my sons to mate with one of them. They can't wait till they get a little warm out. Oh, that was another thing. They were saying that thank you, that the white female, hello, was gonna go back to being promiscuous, like in every tier.
Give me just a second, okay?
All right. Oh, there it is.
Woohoo! Not my clipboard.
You ain't happen to have any of the big $2 boxes of baking soda in the back, did you? That's the whole reason I came. I brought my big bag so I can get them.
We don't have any back there?
You got the small ones.
Did you look right beside it, like back further?
I can, let me check again. I don't know how I missed these. I don't know how I missed them.
It was right where I said, wasn't it?
Yep. Back up.
I've never had that done before. This is all water, just little pieces in there.
We're a little complicated today, aren't we? She's like, to say the least. Okay, I have 4 of these and 5 of these.
$13.34.
Oh, you're quick. Like, whoa.
Because I cheat, I didn't ring each individual.
You put the number, the quantity in.
I'm like, I'm done today.
I heard him saying you just got here.
I wasn't supposed to be until 4. I ended up having to be here at 1:45.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Y'all got 3 kids.
I really don't know how I missed those. Like, that's insane. But I've also told you the stunt that they pulled with the candles before. Like I had just gotten them, I left the store, come back in, and they took them all off the shelf. So, I mean, because you can't miss these. Anyhow,